thing up there. What's going on? What's going on? Headed back to Tampa. Just saw I think that's called Tropicana Field. The roof got all ripped up from the hurricane. Looks horrible. Looks crazy seeing it up close. Driving by it. But yeah, I guess I want to continue on getting on Ohio State fans' nerves. Yo, what up? Getting on their nerves. I made that video earlier talking about them. They don't like that. And so, talking about it's as much as you try to act like it's not, losing the game this year is gonna hurt. If we lose the game this year, it's not gonna hurt that bad. I hate to break it to y'all. We know we're horrible now. Like, we know it. So it's not a surprise if we lose to Ohio State. It's not a surprise if we lose to Michigan State, and they're not even good. So if we were to lose to y'all, it's not a doom is gloom. It's just by that time we know for sure we're not good. So it don't hurt. And honestly, if I'm going to be honest with y'all, it ain't the same anyway, because we beat y'all in top 5 matchups, top 10 matchups, top 3 matchups with big stakes on the line, big stakes with tomahawk steaks on the line. So it's different, You can have this one. You beat a horrible Michigan team. Congratulations. So did Illinois. Congratulations. Congratulations, Buckeye. You did it. You beat the worst coached Michigan team in a long time, maybe ever, if I'm gonna be 100. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. So, as much as y'all wanted to paint us, of course it's gonna hurt a little bit because we don't want to lose to. But by that time, we're already accepting that we're not good. So it doesn't hurt as much when you accept, like, we're not good. We're not average. We're slick below average at this point. It's just the facts. So it don't hit the same. You know what I'm saying? It don't hit the same. It's not the same pain. I'm trying to figure out why this. I don't know what's going on. But oh yeah. And your roster. The natty or bust. It's not natty or bust. We're good every year. That's true. But I don't know if you might want to look at y'all roster. Y'all brought all those dudes back. You don't rotate. You don't rotate. You brought all those guys back. That defense is going to take a nosedive. I hate to tell y'all, because you losing most of the defenders. Lathan Ransom, JTT, Tyleek. I don't know the other guy's name. I can't think of him. You're losing the D-line. A couple of those linebackers, if not one. Igbinosa. Caleb Downs will be back since he's just a sophomore. But you're losing most of that defense. And you don't rotate. So them other dudes ain't got many reps. You're losing Trey, probably Quinshawn. Probably Quinshawn too. Losing Will Howard, so you got a first-time starter at quarterback. Emeka Ibuka. What's his name? G. Scott. You're losing a lot. And plus whoever's on the offensive line. Y'all losing a ton. Y'all probably losing more than Michigan lost last year, if not just as much. Transfer portal ain't gonna fill all them holes. I hate to break it to you. Transfer portal is to fill holes, not canyons. These are facts. These are just facts. So while you got all these players that came back and you added with Caleb and Quinshawn, you best be trying to get that natty. You know? When you have the most talented team in maybe your program's history, just like Michigan last year, you want to maximize it and win the national championship. I don't want to hear no excuses about, oh, it's natty or bust every year. Is it or isn't it? You ain't won a natty in 10 years. Like, what are we talking about? Y'all be talking like y'all Alabama. Yeah, y'all have been consistently good, but you ain't been consistently great. There's a difference. I'm talking like y'all Alabama. Now, come on now. Some natty or bust. We're in the hunt every year, but you're in the hunt, but you ain't winning it. Am I lying? So, with this team, y'all best be trying to get that ring. These are all facts. Don't care if nobody likes it. You know, these are all facts. But on the Michigan end, I'm seeing they still, the recruiting is still, they still getting dudes. That's nice, you know. That's nice to see. I know, who was that? Tim was saying he can't blame Kirk Campbell and all that. I blame dudes, bro. That's just me. I blame dudes. I'm not an excuse. I'm not an excuse guy. That's just not me anymore. You know, when I was younger, I used to give excuses, and then, you know, at a certain point, you have to just accept it, take accountability for whatever it is. You know, same with these coaches. You got to accept what it is with them. I mean, you can make an excuse, or it is what it is, but I still, doing your job, you have to do the most with whatever you have. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? You'd have to do the most with whatever you have. That's just a fact. And you know, there's so many ways that I could say that this is still some of their faults. Because I look at what you call it. Hold on, because this is getting on my nerves. You still have to do the most. And if you knew these quarterbacks weren't that, you could have got somebody. They might not have been a top transfer portal guy, but you could have got somebody better than this. You know? And I think we're all kind of tired of talking about this stuff. But that's the world we hear right now. Hold on, I'm trying to stop this doggone comfort shield. If I can, because I can't see and it's getting on my nerves. There we go. Somewhat better. But yeah, you know, I know we're all tired of talking about this stuff because it's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. But that's the world we in right now. With Michigan, at least. You know, and We'll see what happens with Kurt and Sharon. Do they deserve? I guess if looking at it a couple ways, you could say the all the excuses and things with Harbaugh and leaving so late and all that stuff. So just off of that alone, you can say he at least deserves 2 years, you know. But you don't have to be. You can. I've seen bad teams that weren't poorly coached. That's the biggest problem with all of this. When you look poorly coached, you don't get the benefit of the doubt. And I think that's the big thing about this team. They just look poorly coached and not prepared a lot of the times. And I think that's the big thing. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to be bad or not that good of a team. It's another thing to be poorly coached. I saw Brady Hoke. I saw Rich Rod. You know, those teams, Rich Rod didn't have his talent on offense. When he got some of it in, it was okay. But he was running that 3-3-5 on defense. So he just had a scheme problem on defense. That was a real big problem of his. Was just his scheme on defense. Brady Hoke, he just didn't really know what to do. I mean, he could recruit, but he wasn't wearing a headset and stuff. He's just standing on the sideline. He just standing there. What you doing, coach? You watching the game? Brady Hoke over there like this, just watching. Brady Hoke just over there watching the game like the rest of us. He ain't talking to nobody. He just watching. He just watching the game. Like, bro, all right, you got to get. It's time for you to go too. But his teams didn't look poorly coached. You know what I'm saying? It was more of a talent thing, and then we did go. What did they go? 11-2 or whatever that one year, and they went to the Fiesta Bowl, whatever that was, and they beat Virginia Tech. Team was well coached. They might not have had the greatest of talent, but they looked well coached. You know, they looked well coached. So I think that's the biggest problem with this staff, and the biggest problem for Sharon Moore is to get around you having your team that they just look poorly coached, bro. Like, that's unacceptable. To be poorly coached, it's unacceptable. That's your job. That's your job. Yeah, I'm in a traffic jam. I'm in a traffic jam, bro. I'm jammed up. But yeah, so that's the thing. He's probably going to get another year. You would think. I don't know. But Michigan State is out for blood. This is going to be their Super Bowl. They want this one. We know they want this one. Michigan State want this one bad. I know they want it bad. They want it bad. So they better have a plan. You better have your trick plays and all that stuff prepared for Michigan State to try to get some big plays somehow. And not that flea flicker we've been running for the last 3 years. That flea flicker played out, brother. I hate to break it to you. It's about time to retire that flea flicker play. Yeah, that's been. You done ran that too much. You done ran that too much. You got to come with some old trickeration than that. That flea flicker is played out. Alabama was prepared for it. You know, pretty much all the teams we've played have been prepared for it. We tried it against Texas. You know, we tried it against USC, I believe. It's time to retire that as your go-to trick play. Now come on. You getting I don't know what you doing, bro. But yeah. So they better do something. Michigan State is gonna be ready. They're gonna be ready for this one. You know, hope it. Lucky for us. Well, I don't know if you want to say lucky, whatever. It helps that we're at home and it's a night game. It'll help some, but who knows what the turnout will be? Who knows what the turnout's gonna be for this one? Hey, that flea flicker played out, bro. Hey, I love a good flea flicker too. I love a good flea flicker, but not as much as we've been running them. You know, we need to and don't pull out that halfback pass against Ohio State. I think they're gonna be prepared for it this year. Sharon, don't pull out that halfback pass. Honestly, we should be pulling that play out a little bit more. That halfback pass. It's like we save it for Ohio State the last 2 years. And they done fell for it both times. They done fell for it both times. Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing you pull that out. Come on, bro. Come on. I don't know why this expressway jammed. It's usually not jammed up at this time. I don't know what's going on. But it's annoying. But yeah, so they got to do something. They got to do something with that. You know, because if it starts going bad, Michigan State going to try to hang 100 on us. Michigan State going to try to start hanging 100. They going to start trying to feel themselves. And honestly, I can't blame them. Hey, I don't blame folks. I don't blame them. If it does go bad and they start, you know, bringing out more trick plays and, you know, trying to run it up on us. You know, we played it conservative last year against Michigan State, and then we started trying to do trick plays and stuff later on, trying to run it up, trying to throw deep when they're down 45 or whatever it was. They down 40. We trying to do trick plays now. You know, yeah, they tried to run it up on Michigan State, so I wouldn't be surprised if Michigan State, if it starts getting ugly, if they keep their foot on the gas. I wouldn't blame them. I wouldn't blame them. That's just what's happening this year. This is the other question. So, if Sharon keeps his job, which he probably will, what are you going to do about these sorry assistant coaches? These sorry position coaches? What's your plan? You need to get rid of a lot of them. That's just a fact. You know, I don't know what you're going to do with Kirk Campbell. I wouldn't leave him at offensive coordinator, QB coach, maybe. I really wouldn't leave him there. Honestly, I'd make him passing game coordinator, I guess. That sounds about right. You know? But like Lamar Morgan and Ryan DeJean-Marie, whatever his name is, him, you know, Ron Bellamy. What you gonna do with these dudes? A lot of these coaches need to be gone. The question is, do you have the bones to do it? If you don't, that's a problem. If you don't have the bones to get rid of these dudes, he needs to be fired. Cause this ain't I don't know. bring your friend to work day. This ain't that. If you care about more about your friend having a job, you don't need to be at Michigan. I don't know where you need to be, but it ain't here. Get out of here, please. You know what I'm saying? It's big time college football, bro. If you worried about trying to keep somebody and not firing guys when they need to be, we're trying to win. We're trying to win more championships. Keeping coaches that aren't that good, that's how you don't win championships. I've been through that already. I'm good. See, I've been on this. I never lost faith in Michigan. I always watched. Well, I lost faith, but I was still watching. I've been through the bad, I've been through the all right, I've been through the good, I've been through the great. I was here the whole time. So it don't take me much to see what's happening. It don't take me much. And I understand what bad or average position coaches can do to a team. And that's not even to say the coordinators. Your team will never maximize their talent. Ohio State is dealing with that right now. They're still wondering, is Jim Knowles that guy? They're still wondering it right now. I've been through it. So this isn't nothing new. I didn't just pop up when we started winning. I've been through the good, the bad, and the ugly. I've been through it all, and I know how it looks. Those assistant coaches and those position coaches are crucial to your team being good or great. You can have a team that should be a national championship contender, and they'll underachieve from a bad coordinator. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? These are facts. So that's why I get so hot at stuff like this, is because I've seen it. I've seen it too much, honestly. I've seen it too much. That's my problem. I done seen it too much. I done seen these different coordinators. Wink. I think I'd still get rid of Wink, but I'm glad that he's doing better. He's still not got the defense where I think it could be or should be, but he's doing better. So, he's stubborn. The older the coach is, the more stubborn he's going to be in his ways. So to see him get the defense doing better, it was nice to see. Thank you. But I'm still not sure if I would keep him for next year. I'd rather go back to DJ Durkin. DJ Durkin had some good defenses. Whether he's too hard on the players, and just like Zach was talking about in Menace to Sports, maybe that's not how you can coach nowadays, but I liked DJ Durkin when he was here. I did. I liked DJ Durkin when he was here. I thought he was a good coach. I think he's a pretty good defensive coordinator. I also would have liked Jim Leonard. I like Jim Leonard. And Wisconsin messed up. I don't know if Jim Leonard wanted to be the head coach. I would have kept him. Jim Leonard had Wisconsin consistently at the top of the defensive rankings. He's a good coach, a good player. Overachiever guys are always good coaches because they're not the most talented. Like Jim Leonard wasn't the most talented player or safety in the NFL, He was just fundamentally sound. He knew his job and he did it well. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of Jordan Kovacs. I bet if Jordan Kovacs is a coach, I bet he's a pretty good coach, because he walked on in Michigan and became a good safety, a safety that you can count on. These are facts. This ain't me misremembering history. Jordan Kovacs was a good player for us during the Brady Hoke years. He was good. You know what I'm saying? So those type of guys make the best coaches, because they're not overly talented. They just know the game. They just understand the game. They understand their position and know how to play the game the right way. Those are the best coaches. You know, those highly talented and freak of nature dudes, they usually don't make good coaches. Like Michael Jordan. Like Michael Jordan in as GM and stuff like that. He's not good at it. He's not good at it because he was a freak of nature. Just be better. Well, my hand I can't palm a watermelon like you can, Mike, or a pumpkin. I can't palm a fully developed pumpkin or a watermelon like you could. I don't have a 50-inch vertical, Mike. I can't do what you did. You know what I'm saying? So those type of guys, they usually don't make good coaches, because they expect guys to be able to do what they did. I appreciate the super chats. I'm on the expressway. It's opened up. I can't read it right now. But yeah, you know, a good coach like that, Jim Leonhard. I liked him. I like him. I like what he does on defense. His defenses at Wisconsin were always fast, physical, well coached, disciplined. I like all that. You know. Of course, I would want somebody to come in with the Ravens scheme. I don't know if there's anybody left that knows it, that's ready to be a defensive coordinator. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who you would get that's ready or wants to be in college, you know. And honestly, we don't need a defensive coordinator that's just there for, all right, I'm just here to get my play calling skills up and then I'm out. We don't need that, you know. We need somebody that wants to be here for a while. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody that really wants to be a head coach instantly or really wants to be in the NFL, even though Mentor and McDonald were bomb. But you know, we had McDonald for 1 year back to the NFL, or John Harbaugh said, I need him back. Then he becomes the head coach of Seattle. And then, you know, Harbaugh takes Mentor. Harbaugh's he's only going to have Mentor for about a year or two, and Mentor going to be a head coach, just like McDonald. So Harbaugh ain't going to have Mentor for long. And he gonna be a head coach somewhere. You know, I wanted Mentor to be the head coach at Michigan. That was my pick to be the head coach. My first choice wasn't Sharon Moore. He wasn't my choice. My choice was Jesse Mentor, because I didn't want to lose what he does on defense. I can stamp that. I can stamp what he's doing on defense as greatness. I didn't want to lose that. We see why now. We see why now. You know what I'm saying? I would have rather had him stay, let Sharon Moore still be offensive coordinator, and then go from there. You know what I mean? But we all know how it turned out. Bad, real bad for us. Turned out real bad right now, at least. Right now, at least. You know, it is what it is. But Do I have despair about what's going on? I do. But we just won the Natty. So I still feel good. And that's Ohio State fans used to, that's why I still put the champs with the trophy. Because we're still the reigning champs. Yeah, we ain't gonna win it again, but we still the reigning champs. So until the new champ is crowned, I'm still gonna be putting champs with the crown. I mean with the trophy. Then next year I might put 2023 champs. I'm still enjoying it. Hey, like I told Dago in the Minister Sports chat, y'all don't understand. Ohio State fans, y'all wouldn't understand. Y'all wouldn't understand how it feels to win a Natty. Y'all ain't won one since 2014. Y'all wouldn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't understand. Y'all forgot how it feels. So y'all don't know that joy. Y'all done forgot the feeling. Y'all don't know the joy it brings. So it's bad, but I still got that joy that we did accomplish that. I still got that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't understand though. OSU fans, y'all wouldn't understand. Y'all ain't 2014 so long ago. I don't even remember what I was doing in life in 2014. It's just so long ago. It's just so long ago. That's so long ago. 8-year-olds are grown men now. They can get drafted. 8-year-old boys are grown men now. They can get drafted. You know those little boys that were 8 years old watching y'all win the championship in 2014? Some of them dudes over in Iraq and in Afghanistan in the Middle East fighting wars now. It's been that long. Y'all, so, if I'm lying, they over there making life decisions, crucial life decisions. It's been that long since y'all won a Natty. So y'all wouldn't understand the happiness we have, to still say champs and, well, we won the Natty. We won it. Y'all forgot the feeling. I hate it for y'all. But this is it right here though. Y'all done forgot how it feels to win the Big Ten. Y'all done forgot how it feels to win the 10. Big Ten championship. Don't let Oregon win the Big Ten. Hey, we bad. We bad this year, so whatever. We bad. We're not good this year. So it's on y'all to not let y'all gonna let Oregon take the Big Ten with y'all best team ever? Y'all gonna let them take the Big Ten? Y'all really ain't gonna remember how it feels to win, to get any type of championship then. Y'all done had a real fall from grace. We're talking about some natty above. Natty. We're natty every year. I get it. I'm just talking. Hey, I'm just on the way home from work. That's how I am. I'm just talking on the way home from work. I get it. But these things are true. Y'all ain't been to the Big Ten championships since 2020. Oregon then came in and they humbled y'all a little bit. So it is what it is. What else? What else is going on? Let me stop messing with Buckeyes. Let me leave y'all alone. What else is going on? I don't really know. You know, the team is just so bad. You don't even want to talk about them. I get tired of talking about our team. I talk about somebody else. Oh, y'all think y'all so great? Let me tell y'all about you. You know what I'm saying? I have to get on somebody else. But yeah, well, I guess OSU, Nebraska. I guess I can keep talking about y'all. OSU, Nebraska. I was listening to Garrison last night or this morning. He thinks they're going to come out and he thinks the defense is going to come out nasty and they're going to give Nebraska hell. Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me if y'all gave them hell. That wouldn't surprise me. But it also wouldn't surprise me if y'all came out, you know, kind of stagnant and Nebraska stayed around for 3 quarters. That wouldn't surprise me either, you know. And if you're Nebraska, all you want to do is get it to the 4th. All you want to do is get it to the 4th so you can have a chance. That's all you want to do. When you're the underdog, all you want to do is get it to the 4th. Have it within reach in the 4th quarter. So all you want to do is the underdog. You know. Yeah, that's all you want to do. But a game like this for Nebraska, it's on Dylan Raiola. Dylan Raiola, if he shows up and they call a good game for him, find ways to scheme guys open, find ways to get big plays. If Dylan Raiola can put a masterpiece together or something, they'll have a chance. Same thing I said about Oregon against Ohio State. Even though I had Ohio State beating Oregon, I said Oregon can beat them, but Dylan Gabriel's going to have to play lights out. And he did. You know. So that's the thing about that. You know. What else? What we talking about? You say they gonna make Dylan pay for flipping? You probably right. This is his game. This is his game right here. This is his game. You know, if you Dylan Raiola, you want to come out and make a statement. You know, it's gonna be easier said than done. that's easier said than done going against Ohio State. Yeah, that's easier said than done. You know. But this is an interesting year. For this to be the first 12-team playoff, this is an interesting year. And we're going to see more teams. We're seeing different teams, you know, pop up. You know, Michigan has been in the playoff the last 3 years. We're not going to be there, so that's a spot. That's an extra spot anyway. Alabama looks like they're not going to make it. That's an extra spot because you always expect Bama to make it, almost the Alabama Invitational. You know what I'm saying? So that's interesting. And then you got Indiana that looks like they might be legit. You got Tennessee looking pretty good. Miami with their easy schedule and cheating with the refs in their pockets, you know. So this playoffs is going to be interesting because a lot of these we're going to see a lot of teams that haven't been in these situations, you know. And I don't think anybody's really talking about that. When's the last time Miami was in a playoff? You know, Tennessee in the playoff. LSU, what was that, 2021? So that's not too long ago. Or whenever that was with Joe Burrow. You know. We're gonna see some different teams. It's gonna be interesting, to see who can handle being in this in the playoff. It's gonna be different, and this is also gonna be a different for everybody because now you got buys, and now you got a first round home game for the teams that do have to play and have the higher seed. So this is going to be interesting. This is the first year, so it's going to be interesting to see how different teams prepare and what they do for this situation that nobody's been in. Nobody's been in this playoff situation. So this is going to be very interesting to see. You know what I'm saying? Because this playoff isn't like any other playoff. You know what I mean? Georgia right now. If I had to pick, if I had a team to pick, I'd pick Georgia right now. Because Kirby's probably the best coach in football right now, and he's got 2 rings. He's been to the mountain. He knows how to get his guys up for big games, and that's all the playoff is big games. Once you get to the playoff, these are all big games, win or go home, and he knows how to get those dudes up. You know what I'm saying? Like the way they did TCU. Hey, the way they did TCU was so bad, bro. Kirby did TCU bad, and he lets them enjoy the moment. I like Kirby as a coach, bro. I like what he does, because he lets them dudes enjoy the moment. You get what I'm saying? Like, he lets them enjoy the moment. He had them dudes where they could have against TCU, they were on the sideline blowing them out, eating wings. Hey, bro, that's wild. That's wild. That boy had them over there eating wings. Them boys was having a blast blowing out TCU, boy. Them boys was over there eating wings. Like, bro, it's over for y'all. Yep, he did Florida State bad too, bro. When it's time to play a big game, or it's that last game, he had them boys ready to run through a wall. I'm talking about they do you bad. They gonna do you bad, and it's a look like, and it's not like we did Michigan State bad last year, 49-0. But it still didn't look the way Georgia did TCU. It didn't look like that. Like, the way they fly around on defense, and when he has them coached up, the way they fly around on defense, and man. So that's my pick. I got Georgia winning it again. Could be wrong, could be right. Don't really matter. I mean, who cares in the end? It ain't my team. That's just a pick. But yeah, I got them winning, I think. People are acting like Texas is done. Like Texas ran into a buzz, so I don't think they're done. Like, I don't think they're done. Texas has Vandy this week. That's an interesting matchup, but I think Texas will beat them. That's just me. I could be wrong, could be right. We'll find out. Dang, I want to get off the expressway. Looks like I'm stuck. Running my mouth. Done missed the exit. But yeah, I don't think Vandy will beat Texas. I think, and plus, you have their attention now. Vandy beat Bama. Now you got everybody's attention now. So you're not gonna sneak up on anybody, or nobody's gonna take you lightly now, because they see the potential that you have. So I mean, they might be good and just be good, because what Vandy does on offense, I like that. I like that. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it. And we're going to embrace it 100%. We're not going to half step. If we're going to run this type of offense, we're going to do it for real. We're not half stepping. And I like that. You know, you can't halfway do something. If we're doing it, let's do it to 100%. So I like that about Vandy. You know, I like that. They saying like Army or Navy is gonna make one of them is gonna make the playoff. That'll be interesting to have to prepare for that, because it takes a lot of time to prepare for that. The same with like Vandy's offense. It takes a lot of time to prepare for that, all that triple option and all that option stuff. It takes a lot to prepare for that. You know, so even if you beat them, it's still going to be a headache, because you had to prepare for something unorthodox that you don't see. Like, that's the only time you're going to see that triple option stuff. You know what I'm saying? Is when you play one of them. Similar to us when we played Army, and Army almost beat us. Aiden Hutchinson, I think, made a 4th down stop. Thank you. But yeah, I think that was Aiden, when we almost lost to them. Man, what year was that? 2020? Or was that 2019? One of them years we almost lost to Army, and it was quite embarrassing. I think I went on an epic rant after that. I think I went on an epic rant after that one. You know what I'm saying? So, these are all the things. But people said that this year took away from college football. I think this has been, besides us being bad, one of the most exciting college football years, it feels like. And part of that is, I think, because Texas is in the SEC now, and Oklahoma is, you know what I'm saying? And Oregon is in the Big Ten. I think that's made it more exciting, having these teams in the 2 best conferences. You know what I mean? And looks like Clemson's just chugging along. You know, they lost to Georgia, and they still just chugging along, it looks like. Sneaky Dabo just chugging along. Wouldn't that be crazy if somehow Dabo wins another ring? That'd be wild. Somehow Dabo comes back. You know, that'd be crazy. But what else? You know, this year, what's that matchup? Ohio State, Oregon. That matchup is reminding me of Oregon-Washington last year. For some reason, if they meet in the Big Ten championship, I think Oregon might win again. I think Oregon will win again. You know, last year with it was Washington and Oregon, and Washington barely beat them the first time, and then beat them again. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, I think that might happen to Ohio State if they play Oregon again in the Big Ten championship. Could be wrong, but for some reason, I'm getting that feeling that could happen to them. Probably because I saw them Oregon leave points on the field, more points. That's probably what's giving me that feeling. But that's what I've been thinking. Like, if they meet again, I think Oregon might beat them again. It's possible. Who knows? We'll find out. You know, but that's what I've been thinking. What else going on? You know, I hate college. You know what I hate about college football? We don't get information like that. I remember Jordan Marshall getting hurt against Texas, returning a kickoff, but I haven't heard anything about what exactly his injury is, really. An ankle or something. This is a long time for an ankle. It's a long time for an ankle. You know. I guess they trying to redshirt him. They're probably trying to redshirt him, which makes sense. But unlike Jaden Davis, Jordan Marshall looks like his body is ready for college. You know, he might be able to contribute, but with Kirk and these boys, they don't know how to get him on the field. They barely know how to get Ben Hall on the field. Now, I guess you could say that's not Kirk Campbell. That's Tony Alford. Alford, I want you gone too. I forgot about you. I want you gone too, Alford. Shout out to the Ohio State fans that said Alford wasn't that guy. He don't know how to rotate. Y'all got it. Thank you. I need him gone too. I need him gone too. Cause he ain't that. I need him out of here. So, Sharon, will you understand that you have to clean house this year? At the end of this year, you got to clean house. A lot of these coaches got to go. A lot of them got to go. Don't make excuses for them. Just fire them. Or you're going to get fired, bucko. Don't make excuses for them. Just get rid of them. No one wants to hear your excuses. You're getting paid too much. Just get rid of them and find, and that's the thing, a lot of these position coaches find elite guys. Find proven guys with a proven track record of having their guys fundamentally sound and well coached. Like, it's not that hard. Like, you got so many understudies and guys that are interns that just want a job. Have them do the homework. If you don't want to do it yourself, have them do the homework. I'm sure there's about 10 to 15 baby Connor Stallions that want to find a way to help Michigan as much as they can. Have them do the due diligence on some of these other position coaches you can hire. Something's got to change, and if it ain't a lot of them position and assistant coaches, it's gonna have to be you, bro. We can't. It's one thing to lose and to be a bad team, an average team, or a good team. It's another thing to look bad, poorly coached. Being poorly coached is unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You know. That's what's going on with that. I know a lot of Michigan fans are trying to talk basketball season. I don't really follow Michigan basketball. That's why I don't get into it. That's why you don't see me. You know, if I was into it, best believe I'd be on here talking about it. I'm just not really into it like that too much. I used to be a little more, but not now. But yeah, I think that's about all I got for this one, y'all. I don't want to just be on here rambling about nothing, you know. But yeah, I think that's about all I got on this one. Appreciate y'all joining the car live while I've been in this traffic jam. Welcome to Tampa, Florida. Welcome to the traffic jam. People are moving here. 10,000 people move here a day, they say, or a month or something like that. It's just an insane amount of people moving down here. Yeah, we're jammed up on the expressway. This is great. Everybody wants to live here. But yeah, that's about all I got, y'all. I appreciate y'all joining the car live. The super chats, I can't really read them. I appreciate whoever super chatted. So like, share, subscribe. And as always, go blue.